Hey everybody, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy's daily review. Happy Friday. Today is January the 20th, 2023. Let's jump into here. So we got this bullish candle here today that closed. Came right into our imbalance that we've mentioned yesterday. Please watch previous videos. Did take out the previous day's low first by a hair, then shot up and came into here. We were looking for buys. You're in this demand block here. You do have all this imbalance, and then you do have this area where we're targeting right underneath here, and this is going to be a resistance block here. Pretty much where the breaks happen is where you want to look for, and it couples with this imbalance. All right, so let's go into it here real quick. And actually, before I do that, let's go to 1 hour real quick first. So you can see that when the price came down, left the imbalance here, and then price came down, went for the gap, came in right there into this demand block right here, and then kind of rallied off. I was telling you in the past couple of videos that you're going to see action like this. It's going to expand, but this is a little bit different than this because here, this is the lower part of the range. The range just kind of began. So the idea is for it to, the algorithm is going to create lows and highs, right? And then they want to take them out. Look how you see how you see how the price came in, took it out, and then took off. That's the algorithm letting you know, like, hey, all right, we've done our job here. Now, it could have went down, it could do whatever it wants, but the point is that you're already down on this range. We've been selling for days. So could it have done this and then came down first one more time? Sure. It could have looked like this over here. See that? But we are in this range. You got this, you can call it support, but that's not how I look at it. Just trying to give an example so you know understanding. They created this high so they can take it out. And then you got this imbalance. You know the price has got to come in here. You know what I'm saying? It's very obvious. So that's what we did. Look for the buys. Price came up, and I wanted to take it to about 50% here at the least. But, you know, it fizzled out here. And next week, I'm now convinced that next week they're going to use Tuesday because we got a lot of news on Tuesday. They're going to use it to accomplish this, to sealing up the price. Not all the way, I'm not saying that, but at least most of it, and then also coming down. That's what I think. But anyways, let's go back. So as you see, price came down, took the gap. So I'm going to delete this here. And why is it not deleting? Here we go. And then here, this was showing you that it came into this block here, and then it reacted. I'm gonna pretty much take that off as well. That's not necessary anymore because this is going to be the new objective, this big blue ass support with liquidity all over the place. All right, so let's go into a 5-minute real quick. All right, so here it was. Took a loss here first when the price came in. I took this buy from when it came into this area, how it came up. I bought here, and it was up, great money, and I was gonna take a partial, but then I was a little thirsty because it was a 9:30 open, and it just decided to keep sinking. Now, I didn't lose anything. It went break even. So you got to understand that you don't need to lose any money. You can put it in break even if you've got liquidity in the, if you got equity in the trade. So when the price came down, took out that low and took out this low, which is what we just talked about right there, previous day's low. Well, that was an indication. Okay, look, they swept it, and now we're looking for order flow because I want to come up here. We were in this trade yesterday, and we wanted to come up here. But what did it do? It came back down, retraced, and then it played around. We woke up to this. We woke up, and it was already here. So you're already right next to it. Now, could it have bought from here and took off? Yeah, well, it could have, and I was in it. But the problem is that it's too suspect. There's 9:30. We have liquidity here. It's not a good area for selling. That's for sure. So you're going to get that manipulation, that extra manipulation as you see. And then now we saw order flow. We took the trade, stop loss underneath, and took it to Our obviously first intention is the beginning of the imbalance, which is this line, this purple, and then I want it to come up here, but you know, and the pretty much day was pretty much done. And then once it retraced back here, I was pretty much done because I mean the day is already 3:45. It's Friday. I don't even really trade like that, but this scenario is a good one because of where you are in the range, right? So as you grow more with your experience, you'll understand that too. But pretty clean, took out the highs as we mentioned and called the last 3 days. Yeah. So, all right. As far as tomorrow goes, I'm sorry, not tomorrow, Monday goes, and the next week, as I mentioned, we got a lot of price imbalance in there. I do see it coming up at least to about here, right here, somewhere in here. And if it decides to spike with the news, okay, cool. But I know we're going to be creating something like, I don't know, something like this, or how can I explain it? Or something like this. Let's just say the price came down, came up, and then came back down, but it would keep going, is what I'm saying. Instead of doing all this, you'll just see it kind of come up in here and then come back down. All right, because obviously our intention is for this low and this major one right here. All right, you guys take care. Have a good weekend. God bless.